As part of its proposed $1,715 billion fiscal year 2018 budget request, the Navy carved out a hefty $2 billion for a suite of futuristic weapons systems ripped straight from the pages of a science fiction flick, and a good part of that cash is going toward the service's much-touted electromagnetic railgun. According to a new report from the Congressional Research Service, the service is on track to equip guided missile destroyers and cruisers with the fancy launcher within the next 10 years, but despite this progress, it appears that the next generation cannon won't immediately see combat the way the Navy originally planned. Recent reports indicated that the Navy has made significant progress in developing a tactical railgun prototype that can muster the energy to fire repeatedly in short intervals of time, a necessity during combat engagements downrange. Office of Naval Research Electromagnetic Railgun Program Chief Tom Boucher told National Defense Magazine on June 15 ONR weapons contractors B System and General Atomics are currently developing and testing new barrel designs and sufficiently devastating pulsed power systems that can fire 5 specially engineered shells with 32 megajoules of muzzle energy each minute. Sounds arcane, sure, but it means that the next generation weapons are closer than ever to seeing full integration into Navy vessels. B, currently at the beginning of year-long multi-shot tests at Naval Surface Warfare Center Dahlgren Division in Virginia, plans on delivering its prototype to the Navy for branch testing as early as next year. General Atomics plans on testing its cannon at the Dugway Proving Ground in Utah and hitting a surrogate cruise missile by 2018, National Defense reports. All of this bodes well for a much-anticipated and much-hyped railgun project as Congress dives into the Department of Defense's fiscal year 2018 budget request, but the recent CRS report suggests that the prototype weapons systems the Navy will eventually mount on Spearhead-class expeditionary fast transports, like the USNS Trenton, won't be used downrange to defeat enemy armor and wreak havoc on critical infrastructure. Instead, they'll likely focus on a less dignified task: intercepting incoming missiles. In the June 9 report, Naval Affairs Specialist Ronald O'Rourke checks in on the status of 3 of the Navy's most futuristic weapons that have been under development for years: solid-state lasers, the deliciously destructive hypervelocity projectiles, and our beloved railgun. The report, compiled to help Congress assess elements of the DoD's budget request, doesn't just detail the system's operational status but provides a window into how the Navy is framing its moonshot weapons systems before those cost-conscious lawmakers who have final say into how the fleet goes to war. To wit, there are no fearsome visions of the tank shredding, bunker-busting, hull-puncturing carnage that usually accompanies footage of the electromagnetic railgun at work. Instead, the report focuses on the technology's strategic application as additional surface defenses against anti-ship cruise missile and ballistic missiles. The Navy originally began developing EMRG as a Naval Surface Fire Support (NSFS) weapon for supporting U.S. Marines operating ashore, but subsequently determined that the weapon also has potential for defending against ASCMs and ASBMs, explains O'Rourke. Sure, ONR is still thinking about fire support, but for lawmakers the issue is missile defense.